The recording started over here. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of From Screen to Shelf. This is Gabe, and I'm here with my boys Chase and Will. We got a special episode for you guys today where we are just gonna give you a big pile of crap that we've bought over the past several
I
years
like
from
that.
collecting.
A big pile of
Yeah.
bile. That's a good
Big
one.
pile of crap that we've collected over several years of collecting. No, but seriously, so we just thought it'd be fun to kind of go through our movies. We're always talking about our favorite movies and favorite transfers, best of the best, everything. And then Will came up with this, or was it Will or Chase? I don't remember. One of you guys came up with a brilliant idea of like, let's just talk shitty movies.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Will.
Yeah, well, seeing as I have so many and have wasted so much money on them, I figured, I
And
gotta
shelf
get something
space.
out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So yeah,
yeah,
we're gonna do
bad
our
movie.
top 5 from looking at our collections, our top 5 crappiest movies that we've ever bought. These are movies that were filled with regret. Chase better have Exorcist Believer on there. I'm just saying, if he doesn't have that on the list,
You'll like my list, I feel like.
I'm
Maybe
gonna
I'll
be
have fun with it.
disappointed. So yeah, that's what we're doing, guys. So I don't know who wants to start it off with number 5. We're gonna do round table, just pick our number 5s and go through each movie, talk about them, have fun, and just hang out. So, what about you, Will? You thought of this concept. Why don't you start with your number 5, man? While he's drinking some water over there.
Yeah, I'm just getting just getting the pipes
Hydrated over
lubed
there.
up, you know what I mean? Hydrated. Just get some nice some water in there. Yeah, I mean, I don't have them in a particular order, if that's okay with you guys. I'm kinda just gonna
Yeah.
go with there's just 5 that I picked because I could have gone, like, in depth. I could have grabbed more, but I figure if we do another edition of this down the road, I'll have more to pick from.
Hmm.
But these are just some that I kinda saw. A couple of them have been on my mind, which is one that spurred the thought because I was looking through my, a certain boutique label collection, and, I said, "Wow, why do I still have this?" And that's kinda where that thought came from. So but the first one I'm gonna start off with is actually a DVD that I got included in a package. It was just sent to me, with my order, and, this is a Full Moon Features release, I guess. Chase is familiar with Full Moon. Him and I
Mhm.
think, have gone back and
Ordered a
forth about
few,
some of their
yeah.
titles, and they have some cool movies. I'm a fan of some of the stuff that they do. I'm a big Charles Band guy, rich history with his movies and stuff that he's produced and released. He's kind of up there in the same vein as somebody like Roger Corman, somebody who's really made a name for himself in like the exploitation, like low budget, feature realm or community, so to speak. But yeah, I like Full Moon. And there's a lot of their movies that I'm interested in that I think are funny or entertaining, but this one just didn't do it for me. And it was sent to me for free, so I kind of figured, whatever, I'll pop it in. But it's bad. It's just not
That's
good.
not it.
Just really not good. But the movie is PMS Cop.
Mhm.
Okay. And, yeah, Gabe, remember when I said that I should do a video where you just critique?
Oh my yeah. Holy
Luckily, I didn't.
crap, dude.
Luckily, I didn't spend any money on this. Okay, but
Is it
unfortunately,
as
I
bad
kicked
as
the
Tokyo
can.
Gore Police? That's the question.
Oh, come on. No, Tokyo Gore Police is actually wildly entertaining. I mean, this has some, like, really dumb shit in it, but it's just narratively, it's just not good. Um, so it features I mean, there's a clown in this movie that's, like, the antagonist, and he is, let's just say I don't wanna use it for this, because I don't wanna get censored on YouTube, but he's essentially a predator. And
Uh,
PMS Cop goes on a mission to kind of avenge, the people who are victims in this film. And,
mm,
as the tagline says here, it's her
that's what I
time of
was
the
laughing
month.
at. Yeah, I was
So,
just
yeah,
laughing at
it's really it's just really
it's her time of the month.
it's not good.
Oh
No,
my god.
it's not good.
Remember you telling me
Um,
about that.
yeah, dude, it's just and, like, she goes to, like, this therapist. She's a female police officer. She goes to this therapist, and, like, the therapist, I guess, comes to the conclusion that she has, like, PMS. And they enroll her in this like trial where there's like this drug that they give them that's like this new, like, I guess it's like what do you call it? It's kind of like a trial drug, so to speak, but they're calling it like a miracle cure for like menstrual issues, like women's menstrual issues. It's so stupid.
What
Like
the
this is
hell?
just it's so
I'm shocked she just
stupid.
needs to go to a therapist to diagnose PM.
Yeah, but
Like,
essentially, I mean, at first it like she reacts well to it. From what I remember from the movie, like everything's going well, like she's feeling a lot better, but then it just kind of sends her into like this killing frenzy. Um,
uh,
which, that's where the title PMS cop comes from. And
oh my god.
that's yeah, that's really all I care to say about this. Um, but it's free, so I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna get rid of it or
Why not?
not. I might as well just keep it because it's just one of those movies. But it wasn't really funny. It was just like, okay, this is like just
It's
stupid.
bad.
Like there's movies that are like stupid, but they're funny enough and awkward enough where you can't help but just laugh. But
What year
I
is
didn't
that?
really. What year? I think
Yeah, what
this
year did that come out?
was 2014. It looks like.
Oh, okay.
Trying to
It
read
has
the
a
label. Yeah,
I was curious
2014.
on like Rotten Tomatoes. There's no Rotten Tomatoes score, but for the
Yeah,
audience score, it has a
2014.
38%.
38%. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd probably give it like a star or a
Damn.
star and a half out of 5, maybe. Not that good at
Yikes.
all.
Oof.
Yeah, just
That's a
bad.
rough one, dude.
All around bad. So sorry, Full Moon. I love a lot of their stuff, but this one just didn't do it for me. And it's like, I can't believe I can
I don't think
understand
any of
why
my
they're like
movies I chose are
people.
that bad. I mean, I haven't even watched that movie, but I'm like, none of my movies can be that bad.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
think I
I'll
might be
I'll
able to.
I'll pull one out of Chase's book. Like Chase always says, like, you don't have to watch it because I did for you. So I took care of it. So
That's a good one, dude.
yeah, that's my
Um,
number 5, I guess.
I'll do this one because like I don't think I have them in a particular order either, but we've talked about this one. I think Chase and I had talked about it during one episode, and I don't know why I bought it. I mean, this is so long ago when this came out. Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. You and I went
It's
on a whole
oh, yeah.
tangent on it, dude.
I don't
I forgot
like
what
that
video
one.
it was. You don't like this one, right?
I don't.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so you and I were both crapping on it, but I still
Yeah.
bought it. I don't know why. Like, I think I have no idea. I don't know why I bought this movie. This is still the copy from like original Blu-ray release week, like when it first came out, and I still have it on my
That's
shelf here.
crazy.
Yeah,
By
it's
the 4K?
nuts. No.
No.
I mean, I'm sure it probably the transfer looks good, but I mean, it's just I don't know, dude. This movie was just so bad. I
It
think
was
I
so
was just
bad.
in this like state of denial with it when I saw it because I really enjoyed the first one. And then
Mhm.
I saw this one, and then fucking Michael Bay with his IMAX footage and everything. He's like, this one's gonna be bigger and better, and I'm just walking out the theater like forcing myself to think it was good, and it was just
Terrible.
hot piece of garbage.
That was the
That's
same way you reacted after you and I both simultaneously went and watched the new Joker.
yeah,
You were like, "What, man? Really? I liked it." Then you texted me the next day, you're like, "Nope. Alright."
yeah. I know, right? Right after we did the review too. I
Yeah.
should have waited a day. That's why I always try and like do a review maybe the day after. I know
I
you and
need
I
to
have done
start doing
reviews.
that.
Yeah, because we've done them the same night before. But honestly, like I need a day to process the movie because I
Yeah.
think when we saw Joker, I was just kind of like, there's a lot of good in this movie, and I think people are just bashing it for no reason. And I still think that, I still believe that, but I think I rated it a little bit higher than I wanted it to.
No, yeah. I understand that. There's been,
Yeah.
some that have come back around for me. Um, but I think number 5 I was actually gonna save this for my number 1, but I feel like I have to match Will early, not later. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get it out of the way. I actually almost forgot. This is what I got back up after I said I was ready, and I was like, "No, wait, one more." This is what I got up because I totally forgot I had this movie. So to preface the story of this is a 1999 or 1997 movie by Mark Savage, and I was at Vinegar Syndrome. I think it was the very first time I ever went, 2, maybe 3 years ago. And I saw this there, and the price was I just saw it and I had to have it. Like I couldn't leave with it
Oh,
or without
I
it.
know what it is.
But this is am I allowed to say that?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the
Yeah.
masturbating gunman.
The self-pleasuring gunman. So basically, the premise of the movie is like a super low budget, almost shot on. I think pretty sure it is shot on video, film. But this guy only assassinates high female targets. But the thing is like he has to scope them out, rub one out, and then he's like the world's most lethal assassin, but he has to rub one out. So that's like his vulnerability point. So that's when people
His
can take
kryptonite.
advantage of him. Yeah, because he'll be like in the middle of a battle, and then that's what he does. But
What the hell, dude?
surprisingly, there's just a point where it just becomes one of the goofiest things you've ever seen, and you just have to embrace it for what it is and have fun.
Yeah.
Inherently, it's a terrible movie, probably one of the worst ever made, honestly. But yeah, you really just can't hate on the style and the title. I mean,
Yeah.
10 out of 10 for that alone.
Is that a 4K?
Gabe, you
No,
need
it's
to
actually
watch
a
that.
Blu-ray.
Oh.
Gabe has to watch that.
Oh
Chase.
god.
Have you
dude.
seen
Is
it?
that another no, dude.
Yeah,
Have you
I've seen.
honestly
I've,
seen that. Oh,
he
well.
hasn't. No, he hasn't seen it. I thought you were
Yeah.
asking him if he's seen it. I was like, hell no, he hasn't seen
Yeah,
it.
I'm like, no. No way,
Yeah,
dude.
no, this is a Blu-ray. It's a Intervision one. It's the only
Mm.
Intervision title I think I have.
You know what they should do? Like a shared universe of PMS Cop and Masturbating Gunman,
Masturbating Gunman.
and like, yeah,
Self-pleasuring
just
assassin.
do like a MCU kind of movie with both of them in it. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Like the Pooniverse, but for different acts. Different
I'd
bodily
watch that.
functions.
I would actually watch that. Let's go. Let's get that movie made. What year is that one, Chase?
This one I want to say
Yeah.
1997.
Okay, they have it on Rotten Tomatoes, surprisingly. I'm
Do
shocked.
they?
Let's see. No reviews whatsoever from anybody. So it doesn't have a rating on there. I don't think
Yeah,
people know this shit exists, dude.
Yeah, it's got 400 views. It has more views than PMS Cop on Letterboxd because PMS Cop had like 108. This one has 423. But I showed my friend it, and it's actually in his Letterboxd top 4 now, I believe.
Oh,
He loved it.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah, well,
108
it's
of
just-
those sad fuckers are me. One of those, unfortunately.
Oh, dude, yeah. The synopsis is funny. The Masked Avenger is a hero to the people, using his fighting skills, handsaws, and guns to overcome his enemies. However, one small hang-up makes his job harder. Got it. Cool. Yeah, I mean, the stuff you guys are choosing makes like Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen like cinematic fucking masterpiece.
Yeah,
Like, it's
Masturbating
cinema.
Gunman
Yeah.
was it's a I don't know, man. Like whenever you Google it, apparently it had a much different name on rental shelves. Whenever
Yeah, I think it was called the Masked Avenger. I
Avenger.
think. That was
Yeah.
like one of the alternate titles. Yeah, just because of the, obviously,
Yeah. the
the
Yeah. Oh god. Okay.
That's a good one. That's a
Yeah,
good
It's a
pick.
good
though.
one,
I
dude.
feel like that one would be solid for you guys. But yeah, check it out, Intervision. You can find it on eBay for like $15 if you're really curious, but it's definitely worth the ride. I wouldn't have paid. I think I paid 22. I just saw it and I was like, I can't leave without this. Like I'd be insane not to. So I bought it.
Now it's on your list.
Yep.
That's just how it rolls. Will, what about you, man? What's your next entry in our giant pile of crap?
So my next one's a 4K. It's one of the few 4Ks that I think I've ever purchased where I had like immediate buyer's remorse after watching it. Because I'm gonna save. I got 3 left, obviously, and at least the last 3, like my top 3, are at least like they're bad as hell, but they're entertaining. But this one, again, it kind of falls under the same category of like why. Not necessarily why did they make this. I mean, I understand why it was made. It's just exploitation fare like that. Like I guess it verges on like I don't want to say the word adult cinema, baby, but no, it's one of those things where it's like, why did this get a 4K? And I remember grabbing this, and actually, Chase, you'll know this as soon as I show it, but it's just one of those movies where like this did not need
Why?
a 4K
Yeah.
transfer. And it's one of the first, and again, I love Vinegar Syndrome. I love what they do. I'm a big fan of most of their work, but this is one of those movies where I was like, all right, this did not need to be re-released or upgraded to 4K. I don't know why that decision was made, but that is Massage Parlor Murders.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not good. I can't believe I didn't grab that off my shelf either.
Yeah. Well, because that's the thing. I was like, do I grab it? And this is the other thing. I meant to get rid of this movie like a long time ago. I was going to try to sell it in like a sale. But then again, it's like, who the hell would buy it? Like, I'd have to try to pawn it off for like pretty cheap money, which is fine at this point. But again, it's just like, dude, nothing happens in this movie. It's just not. entertaining. I mean, you watch it for like the kills, and which is what I was hoping for. Like, okay, there's going to be a good amount of like sleaze in this with like some good kills, which is kind of how it was marketed, you know.
Mhm.
And like, dude, it just didn't do it for me. Like, it's just boring, Like, I fell asleep. I think I remember telling Chase when I watched this originally, it took me like 2 or 3 tries to get through it because I just kept falling asleep.
Yeah.
It just bored the hell out of me. So yeah,
It's
Massage
not
Parlor
good. Yeah.
Murders is number 4. Just why? I get the Blu-ray if it was cheap enough. Like, I'm sure there's people out there that would just like to
Mhm.
have this because, again, like with Vinegar Syndrome, like a lot of the movies that they restore are movies that are like lost or like near lost in some cases. I don't know if this is one of those movies, but I don't get why they gave it the 4K treatment. Like, that's what's more boggling to me.
Yeah.
Because there's really nothing in this movie that warrants it being re-released on 4K. I can understand like a 4K scan for a Blu-ray, which we see all the time, which would make more sense to me. But
Mhm.
like 4K, don't understand
Mhm.
why they decided to do that. So yeah, wasn't happy to have purchased that. And I mean, I don't know if I got it on a sale, Chase. I don't know if you remember. Your memory sometimes is better than mine because when we talked about it originally, I don't remember what package this was in when they released it. But
That was a Valentine's. That was the last title before they separated into Melazine, right?
it might have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been. But yeah, definitely not worth it. So that's my number 4. I really don't have anything else to say about it. It's just I don't even really
Yeah.
remember it because again, it like, fell asleep 3 times trying to finish it. So
At least you got some gloss on the slipcover, man. Nice
oh
and
yeah,
That
shiny
was
that's where all the
gloss.
fun.
money went, dude. That's where all that
Yeah.
money went. Nice
That's
glossy hand
crazy.
there.
Yeah,
Mm.
that movie's not it. Yeah, that one's probably my least favorite. I tried selling that for $15, including shipping to somebody, and they still said that
And
was too much. And I think I paid
yeah,
32 for it when it came out.
Damn.
The
yeah.
movie's not good.
But
Yikes.
this is one of those situations, and I've said it before. Like, if you got to, love them or hate them, not everybody is a fan of Vinegar Syndrome in the way that they go about things. Sometimes, some people have their issues with them. I like them. I love Vinegar Syndrome, but I'll tell you that like they find ways to make these slip covers enticing. Like when you see
Mhm.
this, you're like, damn, that looks cool. Like whatever that is,
Mhm.
that's like intriguing. It like
Mhm.
takes me back to like when you see like a VHS movie in the store as a kid or something like that, and it's like a provocative image on the title,
Yeah.
but there's also like the hand. It's kind of cool how they did that. I mean, and that's the thing with Vinegar Syndrome. They are the best at this kind of stuff. Like they will find garbage and market it like gold. And that is
Yeah.
Yeah.
so kudos to them. I'll give them credit at least, but yeah, no, definitely not happy with that purchase. I'll say that. So yeah, that's number 4.
Yeah. This one, dude, this is one of those examples I think you and I were talking about, Will, before we started rolling. It's like a lot of these are just like movies I just pick up because it's like, hey, this is $7, so why not? And I don't, I'll just grab it, but I had regretted it. I don't know why. Mortal Kombat.
I don't think that one's the worst, but yeah.
I just, dude, I just fucking trash. All the fucking Mortal Kombats are trash. I'm sorry. I mean, I will say this one is better than, and I hate saying better because I grew up on the old ones as a kid. Like I
That
used to
one's
rewatch
not better
those,
than the old ones, bro.
dude.
Dude,
Fucking
there's
compared to
no
the old
way,
ones,
bro.
the old ones is nostalgia. That's all it is. Like it really,
No.
yes. I mean, dude, I grew up on those. Like I used to watch those on repeat, the old Mortal Kombat movies. But if you watch them again now, like
Dude, they're fun. I mean, they're just like corny, campy fun. That one I
yeah,
just didn't like because you follow the character that absolutely nobody knew about or cares about, like a completely original character.
I agree with you on that. I think that's where they threw everything. I don't even remember what the hell happened in this movie. I will say that I like the character designs, like Sub
Yeah.
Zero and Scorpion and all that stuff. Like they actually made them look like really badass. But it's just the movie itself is just like such trash. I think I picked this up for like it was like $6 or something on a Best Buy Black Friday one day, and it was like, why not? And then I saw it, and I'm like, well, that's why it was $6 or $7 because
Yeah.
it's hot trash. I'm just not a fan of this movie. I don't know why the fuck I picked it up. Um, yeah, it's
Okay.
hard, dude. When something's
Interesting.
5 or $10, I'm like just enticed, even if it's just probably
buy it.
crap, I get enticed to buy it, especially if it's a 4K. Um, but I just wasn't a fan of it, and I don't think they ever did like. There's no like sequel in the works, right?
There is. It's supposed to come out either this year or the beginning of next year. I think
Oh,
it's
for
this year.
real?
Yeah.
No
They
way.
released a poster, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
this year. October 24th.
Wow. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
We'll see.
Mortal Kombat, it's one of those movies where I feel like people saw it just because it was Mortal Kombat anyway, even if they knew it was kind of going to suck, you know what I mean? But like
Mhm.
you were saying though, I was going to mention that too, like when you were talking about it, it got me thinking like we talked about Black Friday last year, like we didn't have luckily there weren't a lot of deals like that, but like
Mhm.
remember the year before when like Best Buy shut down as
Mhm.
far as physical media, and there was so many of those movies that were going for dirt cheap, and like I've fallen into that trap in the past too, where like you see a movie for like $5 or $6 and you're like, oh, whatever, I'll just throw the money at it. But I mean, you think about it, like how many movies have you purchased? Like it's happened to me.
Yeah,
Like
Mhm.
I've gotten a
tons,
bunch of
man.
movies like that are like under $10 and they stack up, and then before you know it, you got like 20 titles that you're like, I don't know, I'm never gonna watch this again. Like, why did I even buy it in the first place? You know,
Yeah.
It's hard because
one of
like
those
my
things.
my philosophy is like you try to rent something. Like when I had rented what was it, Strange Darling that day we did that video.
Yeah.
And it was I mean a rental now is like $5.99. Sometimes like $6.99 to rent something. And I'm like, if I mean, might as well just buy it because on the off
Yeah.
chance that I'm gonna like it, then I at least have a copy of it. Um,
Yeah.
but then you run into situations like this where it's like, yeah, this is I'm not gonna pop this in again. I don't know why I bought it.
My Strange Darling, I don't think it's shipped, by the way. Still haven't,
Oh, really?
Uh,
I got mine.
yeah,
Yeah.
still
yeah, we
haven't
both
gotten it.
did.
So,
You lucked
yeah,
out,
I think
man.
I think
Blame Chase, dude.
I
He
got the
was the
cap.
one that was like, you know what? Like, actually, it's
Yeah,
on Amazon if you want to order it.
yeah,
And then I'm like ordering it, and then he's
yeah,
ordering it too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
No,
Give
but
it
it's
time.
it's in stock though. I mean, I think because we bought it through Amazon UK, and then when that listing sold out, there was another one that popped up with a Stranger Darlings or
Yeah,
Strange
maybe
Darlings,
check
excuse
that
me.
one.
Yeah,
4K looked great.
yeah, I'll take another look.
yeah,
But, I
dude,
mean,
that
I
movie's
have the
so.
DVD. Like I told you guys, I bought the DVD from Walmart just to
Mhm.
have it to watch it. So, I mean, I'm happy with that for now. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna. I want that movie on 4K. I mean, it's
Great
the type of
movie,
movie.
better than
Yeah.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Easily.
What about you, Chase? What's your fourth pick, man? Or number four, I
Honestly, I
should say.
don't know. Oh yeah, this one I actually got rid of. I forgot about that. It's
Oh, you
not
don't even
really
have
like
it
a
on
mistake.
you.
No, I sold it not too long ago, actually. I think maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I had been trying to sell it. I originally was trying to get my money back on them, but it was Children of the Corn, the 4K
Oh
from
yeah.
Arrow. Movie just sucks so much, but I had the remake and the original one. So I had the Steelbook and then I had the 4K slipcover from Arrow.
Mhm.
And I think I even put the price down to like $20 for both shipped and nobody was
No
biting.
one,
Yeah,
dude.
nobody. But then I was
Children of the
complaining,
Corn
so
is
I bought it.
just. We I think we had a whole podcast on that, right? Where we were talking about Children of the Corn and just you
At
were
least
going
a
through a whole
segment.
marathon. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember you were going through a whole marathon, and I've only ever seen the first one and maybe the second one. I don't remember, but like they
they're not
suck.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like they just there's nothing that entices me about Children of the Corn,
nothing.
even the
There's
original.
so many movies. There's so many of those. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chase,
I
you
love
were
it.
the one. Yeah, you watched them all, and you were said like, "Yeah, I didn't realize there were this many movies." And I was like,
Yeah.
"Dude, there can't be." And I think I remember we might have been. I don't know if it was before we recorded, but I was looking them up. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
Like,
11
what?
of them, man.
that's
Yeah,
wild, bro.
That's
it's crazy.
crazy.
That's
It's
Why
like
crazy.
not
can't
even
we
a
have
good
good
like
movies?
enticing concept. You know what I mean? It's
No.
like
Yeah,
I don't get it.
Yeah,
That's
it makes no
wild.
sense. It's just not good. The remake had some flashes of brilliance in it, like, it had some really good scenes, but it ultimately ended up being one of the worst ones. There's one in the series I don't think is the worst, but, the first one, I mean, it's not an unbearably bad movie, it's just boring to me because I don't find it interesting, I don't find, like you said, the
Mhm.
concept intriguing, nothing, you know?
Yeah, it's just
So,
dull.
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, that's funny, dude. You said you didn't even have it on you anymore. What? How much
No.
did you sell it for?
I sold both the new one and the old one, the original one for $20 shipped, I believe.
On the Discord server?
yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
I didn't want them, dude. I was going through like a thinning phase because I just
Mhm,
wanted to like thin the collection with just like a little bit less fat around there, and that was
mhm.
it. I was like, there's just no reason because I only
Yeah,
bought it because it was a classic, and I think I got it on sale for like $20 one time, and I wanted
yeah.
to see what the 4K looked like, and I just remembered I didn't like the movie at all. So, yeah,
Yeah. I like the original, but it's funny, like, when I think about, like, horror movies, it's just never one that comes to mind. Like, I'm
Mhm.
aware that it's out there, but
Yeah.
and I have it. I have the same edition. I have the Arrow 4K slip, and, I mean, it's a lot of, like, nostalgia for me, and then obviously, the main actor there, I forget his name off the top of my head, but he always kinda sold the movie for me, but other than that, it's, like, really not there's nothing to offer for me, I mean, I like
Yeah.
it, but yeah, I'm probably never gonna watch all 11 or 10 of the sequels. I just can't.
Yeah,
I
if you
can't
can't get
see
me with the
myself doing that.
original, dude, then you're not getting me
With
with any
10
sequels
sequels.
whatsoever,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean, like Chase said, though, like, the first one didn't even really do it for him, but, like, even for me, like, I liked the first one, but, dude, it, like, fell off hard, like, with the sequel, like, immediately. Like, 2 was just not good. Like, it's just like, no,
Mhm.
I have
Yeah.
no desire to continue to watch any of these.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hellraiser gets a lot of crap for being, like, really bad or having a hard fall off after the 4th one, but they're
Yeah.
just all bad. There's only
Yeah.
one, and I think it's literally the 9th or 10th one where it had a good concept, but it just really crapped the bed at the ending, and I think I gave it 2 out of 5 stars. I think that was the
Yeah.
highest rating I gave. Most
I
of them I
hate the
gave 1
original
star.
too. I hate the fucking Hellraiser original as well. I
Yeah,
think
you do, that's
Hellraiser and,
crazy.
Children of the Corn, I just fucking can't stand them. I don't know why.
That's
They
crazy,
do
bro.
nothing for me, dude. I mean,
The
yeah,
original
we can do
Hellraiser is one of the greatest, dude.
no.
Yeah, dude, it's literally on my letterbox. I think it's my number 17 out of top 20 movies of all time.
It's just too fucking corny and campy for me, dude. It's just too campy. It's just
I
so
love it.
bad.
Yeah.
That's a solid one, dude. I think that was Chase
John
and then
Franklin, by the way, guys, John Franklin was his name. I tried to remember it,
oh, the
but he
actor.
played he
I played
played
Isaac.
Isaac, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah, Isaac.
What about you, Will? We're on number I think our
3.
third pick, right?
Mhm.
Number 3, I don't know. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with Jack Frost 2,
Hmm.
I still haven't watched
which,
mine, but I bought it because of that slipcover, dude, because that thing's clean. Is it really that bad?
the slipcover's way better than the movie, okay?
That's
This
crazy.
this movie, I like the first Jack Frost as bad as that one is too. Like, it was entertaining. I mean, this one's entertaining, but, dude, the fucking concept is so bad. I don't like how far they tried to stretch this. He's more of like an entity in this movie where it's like, he melts and like the water just travels and like anywhere there's water, he can pretty much travel and then reform, like build himself back up as a snowman. And in fact, there's like whole sequences in the movie where, he's not even like a formed snowman. He's just traveling as more of like an entity, so to speak. I could not stand that. I mean, it's even worse than the first movie. The first movie's bad, but like this just like takes the cake for me. Yeah, not good. I would watch it, Chase. I think it might be worth checking out. Then again, like I remember I got this movie for like $6, dude.
Yeah, it was
Less than
nothing.
Mm,
6. It was like 5
Yeah.
and change.
yeah.
So for me, like whatever. I mean, and I collect
0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
yeah, but MVD, it's like they're one of the lines that I collect. I try to get all these. So and I noticed like they started upgrading on 4K with their the Laser Vision collection that they have where it's like Swamp Thing, Ghoulies 2, which I love. Like I really love that line and I hope we see more of those, but I really hope that they don't upgrade some of these because they're not worth 4K. And I'm definitely not going to spend money on that. And I hope no one else does. But yeah, for $5, whatever. It's not that bad,
Yeah.
That's the
Like
rationalization though, man.
that's
It's
the
$5.
rationalization. Exactly,
Yeah, it's
exactly.
just
But
it's
I mean, look at that
$5.
though. Like, look at that cover. Like, look
Yeah,
at
he's
that cover, dude. I
he's
will
on a
say though,
bloody
so it's
snowboard or
interesting
banana,
to
whatever the
note
fuck that
there's
is.
he's surfing. He's a surfing snowman with a I love how they have like the Halloween style, like from the original
Ah, there's a
Halloween
little
poster,
knife,
like the
yeah.
curved knife on there. And then you get all his minions like in the snow. Yeah, Revenge of the Mutant Killer Snowman. But this is it's not good, but I will say this, this is the unrated version. There were 2 versions of this movie. So I guess they had an original release, which was like the cut version, So the only good thing about it is uncut, so you do get some more like blood and gore with some of the kills, which is cool. So if you want it for that reason, at least you get a little bit more for your money, as opposed to the what do you call it? I guess you could say like the abridged version, so to speak. So
Mhm.
or vice versa. But yeah,
It's
this
only
is
$5.
$5. At least it was last time I checked when they had their last sale. But yeah, shout out to MVD, excuse me. They do a lot of cool like releases like this. I mean, this one not necessarily my favorite, but
Mhm.
some of the other movies in this line are actually really cool. They got a lot of interesting gems. So, just to give them credit. But yeah, this one was not too impressed.
Yeah.
So
I
Good
think
pick.
this is out of order, so I don't know which one to do next. Let me see. We'll do this one, dude. This is original purchase too from back in the day. Saw 5.
yeah.
Dude, I
Easy
cannot.
pick.
Yeah, this movie's just so bad, man. Like it's so cringe when you watch. I rewatched it. I think this Halloween with my wife because she wanted to watch all the Saw movies again. And you got the dude where he like I remember he has this trap right here where he puts the pen in his throat to like
Mhm.
help him breathe or whatever. But then the whole rest of the movie he's talking like this and I don't know what's it. And he's just talking like that the whole freaking movie, and it
What
sounds
the fuck?
just so bad. It's just trash. I don't know why I bought this crap. I really don't know. I remember just because I was on a Saw bender, like as like coming out of college and high school, and I'd watched them all, and I'm like convincing myself they're all good, and this one is just hot garbage. And it's cringy too when you watch it now. It's like the 5 on the screen, like the big V just like goes in slow motion and slaps the screen like some 3D effect or something. Like it's just so cringy and bad. I don't know why I still have this here. I would have put Sauce. I don't own the last one though. I think that's definitely the worst entry was the 3D part 7, whatever. That one I never even bought.
Hmm.
But
Saw
yeah.
7. I actually like that one. I mean, it's fun. I actually think
What?
I have the one with the 3D Blu-ray in it.
That's wild, bro. That's like the worst one.
Yeah, that
He's
one I
like, yeah.
like. I mean, I don't mind Jigsaw. I don't mind.
Jigsaw wasn't. I mean,
Yeah,
Jigsaw's
I don't
okay.
mind
Like
any
it's
of
not
them.
horrible. I think 5 and 7 are the worst ones by
That's
far.
the final chapter, the one with Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, right?
Yeah, yeah,
The one with the
yeah.
hooks in the chest and
Freaking
stuff.
horror. Yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
trash.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it had comedic value just because I actually enjoyed seeing that guy go through the traps because I couldn't stand him. Usually I try to feel bad for him, but I was actually happy to see all that happen and him lose everything. So it was pretty great. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So
it was a good
yeah,
pick.
Saw 5. It's collecting dust. I think it has dust on the top of it actually. Yep, it does.
I don't skip it whenever I watch it.
No, I don't either, but it's like it's just so bad. It really is. What about you, Chase? What was that number 3 still?
Yeah, I have the LE for this one. I was gonna skip out on it, but I ended up getting it for I believe $15 from somebody that was having a meltdown about how bad it was in the server. So I just offered them $15 and they sent it to me. So that's gonna be Killer Condom on
You guys
4K.
get these movies, bro.
That's gonna be a Vinegar Syndrome title. I believe it's Trauma, if I remember right as well. I could be completely wrong, but I
Yeah,
think it's a
it is
German.
trauma, but it's
It's
through Vinegar Syndrome. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a German trauma movie, so it's all in German. And it had some actually interesting parts, but the movie's just 2 minutes short with next to no credits of 2 hours long. So it just feels
Jesus.
so long. Like there's actually some good parts in it where that are entertaining, it has good value, and stuff like that. But I would never watch it again. I can totally understand why they easily sold it to me for $15. Unless somebody I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just a good conversation piece when somebody looks at the shelf at this point, but I
Add
was
that
trying
to
to collect all of
the
them.
universe that we're building with the PMS cop and pleasuring
The Killer
Avenger. Yeah,
Condom.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Add
The
that one to
bodily
the
fluid
mix.
Avengers or the bodily function Avengers.
Man, you guys pick up some crazy movies, man.
Yeah, bro. And I didn't even grab Tokyo Gore Police off the shelf, bro.
Yeah, Gabe, you don't even know the half of it, dude.
We could just
You-
do a video where you guys show me just back to back all these crazy selections, and
Yeah.
we can add up how much you spent on them. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, it would be a lot of money on like just I mean, because it's like what you were saying, like it's not a lot up front, but $5 over like 10 years here and there,
Oh
$10
yeah.
there, like it totally adds up. No matter what, even if you like are a cautious spender in this collection, if you have a
Mhm.
collection over 500, like it still adds up. You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot of money. Killer Condom. Interesting.
Mhm.
Will, number 2.
I mean, my number one pick is kind of special because it actually is an entertaining movie. This movie, I think, would be more entertaining. I mean, I had fun with this. It's definitely got some parts that are just laugh out loud, like comical. Um, I'm not a user of any kind of recreational substances, but I will say if you were to get stoned and watch this movie, I think you'd have a fantastic time. And that's probably what happened when they were filming. But
Making it.
this is one of those parody movies, and here's the thing: it's like I'm trying to collect like more of these because I just find them so funny that someone conceived this and said, "Yeah, you know what? The whole movie's gonna be based on a pun, and we're gonna turn it into like a horror themed movie." But it's based on, I guess, the title is a play on Caddyshack, but this is about
Oh, I know. Yeah.
mutant gophers that terrorize a golf course, and I can see the look on Gabe's face slowly as
dude,
I
you're losing
prepare
me
to
here.
show this. But that is Caddy Hack.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I
Caddy
remember when
Hack,
you told me you ordered that. You were like, "Bro, I got
dude.
Caddy Hack on the way." And I was
Oh
like,
like
my
what?"
15 bucks, 15
Yeah.
bucks, right? But I mean, I gotta say, it's a horrible movie. This is shot on video, so
Mm.
it's not the best quality, but I mean, again, Blu-ray, you don't need this. They would never put anything like this on 4K. It'd be such a waste of time and money. But yeah, I mean, for a Blu-ray, you could even get a DVD of this, which I don't know if they had released a DVD version of it. But yeah, Caddy Hack. But again, man, this sold me. Like, look at that cover. Again,
Yeah.
the
It has a
artwork
dope
on this,
cover.
the cover is pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie.
It's like we're
I
just
was a
paying for the
fan of it.
book at this point.
But dude, the movie is
Surfing
so
Snowman.
stupid, and I remember I probably had like a couple beers when I watched this, and there were some scenes where I just laughed out loud because of how dumb it was.
Mhm.
But this is the kind of movie where at the same time, as bad as it is, like you could tell they were just having a blast like making this. Like I would love to be like on set for a movie like this. It's like, all right, well, what are we gonna do today? With no budget, let's see what we can come up with. And yeah, it's fun, but it wasn't like consistently engaging, and that's the problem. Like there's parts where it's just like, okay, this is enough already. Like let's move on, you know. But it's a short film. It's only 75 minutes, so it's less than an hour and a half. I mean, what is it? Hour and 15 minutes or so, and that's including credits.
Mhm.
So it's pretty
Crazy.
short run, and still I found myself like kind of nodding off at times, but it does have some entertaining moments. So yeah, Caddy Hack is my number 2 pick.
Exciting.
Yeah,
Have you seen it, Chase?
No. He's told me
No.
to watch it a couple of
Mm.
times.
it's
It
pretty
seems
funny. I don't know if you can find it online anywhere, but I mean, there's trust me, there's moments where it's like I laughed out loud, but other than that, like again, it's not like that consistent, like entertaining, engaging bad movie. Where every scene is just a travesty.
That's interesting. So that's for some reason I was thinking it's an older movie that just came out like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's newer. I
Wow.
mean, that's what's funny about it is like they're starting to come out with a lot of these. I mean, and just to kind of give a shout out to one that I almost ordered this movie, and for some reason I didn't get it, but it was a play on Cocaine Bear called Crackoon.
Oh, I think I remember that. People on the server were talking about it.
I remember that.
Yeah, I'm just waiting
Yeah.
for it to drop a little bit in price. I mean, right now it's like 20 something dollars, and for me, it's like, but again, similar quality, shot on video.
It seems like Will's sweet spot is $14.99.
Yeah,
Yeah.
15 bucks. No, for 15, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, I don't know if I would pay 15 for this again because like the quality of it is actually like hot garbage, but I mean, it's at least slightly entertaining. And Wild Eye Releasing, they do a lot of types of movies like this. So, I gave it a chance and couple laughs, but overall not really too impressed by it. But yeah, that cover, man. I might just keep it for the cover alone, you know.
Feel like before he sells it, he's just gonna take the slip off and just do the case.
Just keep the slip, yeah. Yeah.
That's a good
So
one,
yeah,
dude.
that's my number 2.
This one is for sure hot garbage. I could probably put this as number 1, but I'll just do it now because this is probably my biggest regret on my shelf. It's for the family, baby. Fast and Furious 9, man. I don't know why the fuck
that
I
one that
bought
bad?
this. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I never watched it like in theaters, and it was another Black Friday sale. They had it for like $7.99 or something. I was like, fuck, I didn't see it in theaters. I'll just get it. And it's just so fucking bad, dude. There's this. I don't want to spoil it, but I mean, it's you don't give a shit, right? It's like there's a
I'm never
car in
watching
space,
those.
dude. There's a car they like Ludacris and whatever his name. They go into space with a fucking old
I
like
think I just remember
80s
that from
like
the trailer.
wagon, yeah. And they're floating
The
in
fuck?
space trying to destroy some like nuclear satellite or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with this shit, dude? It's just so laughably bad at this point. But yeah,
I
I
haven't
honestly
seen
would
past the
probably
third one.
pass the third one.
Yeah, I hear it gets really good at 5.
5 is great. 5 is like the peak where it was like because it's just like a really good heist movie. I think that's why 5 is just so good, but then everything else is kind of yeah, just falls off from it's bad. You don't need to watch it.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time.
I mean, that sounds kind of cool though. That's 100% seems up my alley. Taking a an 80s car to space to fight
Oh
some
my
kind of evil.
oh my
That
god.
sounds 100% my type of movie, man.
No, man, you're good. Unless you want to see John Cena like just rolling around in a Mustang and yeah, it's just
I'm
bad.
trying to I'm thinking, man, I think this one will be a good because I picked this one mostly because I think this one a lot of people don't know this exists. When I tell people I have this, they're like, "Wait, that came out?" But it's Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw movie, and 4K Steelbook.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, exactly.
When did that
is that
come
one of
out?
those? Is that a Walmart one?
No, dude, this is a Turbine Media exclusive.
Oh, no
Turbine, there's so
shit.
many releases with Turbine. I mean, you guys know more about
Damn.
critiques and
Yeah.
all that
Look
crap,
at
but like Turbine, I usually kind of keep track of because I have like the Pearl one and some other releases from Turbine, but I never knew that came out.
Yeah.
Can you lower it
Um,
so like it's in the light a little bit more? I just want to see real quick. No, put it
yeah.
down. There we go. Yeah, kind of looks cool. I mean, like the cover art looks kind of dope.
Yeah, it does. I don't think this one's in print anymore. This was the only one. I don't believe there were alternative covers, if I remember right. This was the only one they did, and I don't think it's in print. It might be. But yeah, it's gonna be the Turbine Steelbook. I didn't even know it was on there. This was one of the last ones I got whenever I was officially at the like 100% all horror movies on 4K. It definitely wasn't the nicest amount of money that I've spent on something either. After conversion, those Turbine things are not cheap.
Yeah,
Even after like resale prices and stuff. I think it was like 45. I enjoy the movie. I have a lot of problems, and I totally understand why it's considered to be one of the worst ones out there. I don't think it's like one of the worst movies ever made. I think it's genuinely good until like the twist. I think it's like actually a solid movie until then. So I have fun with it. It's probably my least revisited Texas Chainsaw movie, even over Texas Chainsaw
Mhm.
3D. But yeah, I just grabbed that one off the shelf because a lot of people forget that that one even came out or didn't even know about it. So
I never knew about that. I can't even find it. Like I was looking on eBay just to see like what it was going for. I can't even find a copy on eBay, to be honest with you, which is pretty
you can't
wild.
even find
Usually,
one on eBay.
like there's other versions of it, but I can't find like that specific one with that artwork.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
How much?
interesting.
How much are the other versions? There's steel books
Uh,
or media books.
there's a steel book. There's a media book. I mean, there's a steel book here for like $24 with like it looks like a goat's head that's bashed in or something.
Hmm.
That's the one I keep seeing, and then there's one that's like yeah, it looks like the poster art for $60. I think that's a media book, but I can't find like that one. That's what's interesting. Like I can't find
That's
a
interesting.
listing for it. So, huh?
Yeah,
You
I remember it
educated us.
wasn't. Yeah, it was like not one of the easiest to find ones. I had to wait for a very specific listing to pop up, and it was the only one. Oh yeah, this one. That's the one with the cow head. That's the
Oh,
Walmart Blu-ray one.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's the most. I mean, I think that's the most like available in terms of like eBay listings.
Oh yeah, I found one of the alternative covers, I guess, if with him walking with the chainsaw. $40. So I guess they did do alternative covers.
Yeah, I'm wondering what that one is worth then. Like, because you can't even find a damn listing for it. It's out of print.
Yeah. I have only seen that one. Like, oh, here it is, 66.18,
Oh, you found it?
$7.13 delivery from Poland. Yeah, 66.18 plus taxes and shipping. So
Not
probably
bad.
about 80. Yeah, north of 80. But you can get an Amaray for like 40, is what it seems.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, not a night or an excellent movie by any means.
Will, number one,
Hmm.
man. I think you said your number one is actually an entertaining movie, though.
Yeah, it's entertaining, but it is probably one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But this movie has like quite a following. In fact, they did make a sequel to it, which is nowhere near as good. It just doesn't have the same charm. Um, but yeah, man, this movie, I think this movie's from the late 80s, early 90s. I want to say 1990 or 1991. Trying to see if it's on here. I don't see it listed on the case anywhere unless I'm missing it. I want to say 1990. And this is notorious. You guys may have heard of this movie at one point or another. I'm waiting for a boutique label to re-release this. And this is right up like Vinegar Syndrome's alley. I can see them doing like a deluxe, like Vinegar Syndrome Ultra version of this movie. I don't even know where to begin. I'll show you what the movie is first, and then we'll kind of go into it. But it's Samurai Cop. Samurai Cop. This
Nice.
movie is like legendary in its own right. I mean, and this actor right here, this guy, they finished filming the movie, so to speak, right? And there's actually a story of this. You can find this on YouTube. I think he does an interview where he talks about this. He grew his hair out for this movie. He's got this long fucking mane, black, like slick hair. He cuts his hair after the movie. They go to edit the film. They realize that all this footage is fucked up. They can't use it. The guy calls him back. He's like, "We need you to come back. We need you to do a bunch of reshoots. We got to do reshoots." He's like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, we can't use half the footage. We can't salvage a lot of it." He's like, I cut my hair." And the director's like, "What?" Like, freaking the fuck out. He's like getting into arguments with him, I guess. So, they told him to come back and they figured it out. They end up giving him a wig to wear, reshoot a bunch of the scenes. So, dude, it's so bad that within the same fight scene, you see him with his natural hair, and then there's a different shot of him, and it's clearly like a dark brown wig. Like, it is bad. It is bad. Dude, this movie is the perfect movie for like a group watch or a watch along. And I think we should do that. If we ever do like a live stream or something, like the three of us, we should watch this. And like Gabe, if you think that you've seen Bad, you have no fucking idea, man. This
That sounds
movie
like
is
fun.
going to blow your mind with how bad it is. The dubbing is bad. I mean, I don't know if we could do maybe we could do a screen a screen share and pull up a trailer real quick just to kind of show I don't
Yeah,
know if
who's in
that's possible
control?
or
Who can
not.
do it?
Chase, I don't know if you got the capability to
can't
do
do
that
that.
or not.
Remember, I can't do the screen share because it never plays audio. Because
I can try it.
I can leave and come in, and it'll give you control, right?
No, I think I can do it because I'm
okay.
already signed in.
Gotcha.
I think we're good on my end. Let me just see what I can do here. Hold on one second.
It's funny that you'd mention while you're looking because you're like, this is a bad movie. But then you also said at the same time, you're like, I'm waiting to see if Vinegar Syndrome will re-release this so I can buy it.
Well, because it's right up their alley. Like this is the
Yeah.
kind of movie that's so bad, but like it has such a following that people would buy it. Like another one that comes to mind that maybe we'll do in a future video is Miami Connection, which is a horrible movie, but dude, it is so funny because you can tell it's like they're trying to make this work, and it's just like
It's not
they're doing
working
what
out.
they can. And it's just so funny because a lot of these movies, like we talk about this before, especially with some of these like B movies or like C grade movies. Chase and I have talked about this. Like PMS Cop, for example. That's like a modern B movie, but there's something about these old movies, like from the 80s and 90s even, where it's like they had such limited budgets,
Mm-hmm.
but they think that they're making like the fucking next Die Hard. Like they believe it. So it's weird because as bad as they are, there's almost like an authentic quality to
Yeah,
them where like
like they think
everything that
this
you're
is.
seeing on screen, it's like they were actually trying to do this as bad as it is. Like
I'm looking
everybody that
at
was
clips of it
involved in this
now, and I can see
believed.
what you're talking about with his hair, bro.
Yeah, no, it's
This
bad,
is like
man.
a
It's really
clear
bad.
just wig there. That's wild.
Yeah.
That's nuts. That's crazy.
Um,
Actually, the movie's on it's on YouTube, the entire movie.
yeah. Yeah, if you feel like watching it, you could check it out. I wanna play the trailer for everybody,
Mhm.
but I at the same time, I don't know if this trailer is unedited, and I don't wanna show this on YouTube if we're gonna
Yeah.
get, like, censored or anything. But let me
Maybe
see if
we'll
we
do
can
like
make
a
this
live
work.
stream for it or something like that. There's a sequel?
Yeah, so the sequel is I mentioned that at the beginning of the introduction that they made a sequel to it due to, I guess, like, fan demand.
Oh my
Um,
god.
but yeah, man, it just wasn't. But let me
Ay,
see
ay,
if I
ay.
can pull this up here. Let me see if you guys can see this.
That wig is crazy for real.
Can you guys see that?
Yeah, if you just put full screen on it, it should be good. There we go.
Yeah, how's that?
Yep.
Let me know if you can hear it.
Are you
Yeah.
Fujiyama?
Yes, I am. Who are you?
I'm a cop.
I'm gonna bring it back a little bit. See this guy right here?
Yeah.
The big guy there with the suit? That's Robert Zarr, who is famous for the Maniac cop movies.
Mm.
So
Damn. Even the music.
the music is awful. Everything about this
His real name
is
is Joe
just bad.
Marshall. They call him Samurai. He speaks fluent Japanese. He got his martial arts training from the masters in Japan. Was brought over here from the police force in San Diego to fight us.
Would you like to fuck me?
You're the one that talked me into bringing this moron from San Diego to fight the Japanese katana gang.
Bingo.
I want him dead. I want his head cut off and brought here.
Have you been circumcised?
Yeah, I have. Why?
Like,
Well, your
do you
doctor must
hear
have
this
cut a big
dialogue?
portion of it off.
I want his head on this piano so that every man in my organization understands once more that no katana gets captured alive or caught. Got that?
How did you know I'd come home with you?
Let's just say I can read eyes.
Bad.
That's
I feel like
atrocious.
somebody stuck a big club up my ass, and it hurts. I've got to figure out a way to get it out of there.
What the hell?
Then, dude, that's like the whole movie. Like, even with the dialogue, it's just bad. Like, you're just like watching it. Like, who the fuck? Like, who wrote this and thought that this sounded good? You know, like there's one scene where he confronts the leader of like the Japanese katana gang in this restaurant, and he goes on this monologue about like, I don't know, it's like this American like capitalist monologue about like, yeah, you're coming to this country and bringing crime and this and this. It's like, what the fuck are they talking about? It's like, it's bad, man. It's bad, but the action scenes are laughably bad. It just something that you truly need to watch to understand just just how horrible it is. Even the dubbing. There's scenes where the dubbing is so hilarious, where they weren't able to do a lot of sound capture on this for dialogue, and you can tell it's just guys in the studio like trying their best to like voice over stuff, and it's so bad. So bad. So
Oh,
yeah,
man.
Samurai Cop, that's number one.
That might be a fun one to do a live stream for, or on the
For
Discord
sure.
server, like you guys said.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'd be
Yeah,
down.
Chase, I don't know if you've seen it, but
I
if you
haven't.
I don't oh man, dude, I've never laughed. I don't think I've ever laughed so hard. Like Tammy and the T-Rex from Vinegar Syndrome, that's another good one. That made me laugh pretty hard, but this movie, like I just could not believe how bad this is. But
That's wild.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, man. I don't think I
So
could top Samurai Cop, man. That's a lot to live up to. This one's
Yeah.
this one's pretty basic. This one, I think you guys bought it too. I don't remember. Everyone was like ordering this at the same time.
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
Yeah, we were. I think we were like, "Hey, it's on sale for 14 or whatever it was," and we were talking about how crappy of a movie it is, and I think we ordered it. At least
It might
I
have
did.
been
I know I
cheaper
did.
than that, dude. It might have been, yeah, it might have been under like $15.
I want to
Yeah,
say
I
it was
don't
like
remember.
8 or 9, dude.
I was
Because
gonna
remember,
say,
I
yeah.
ordered Lyle. I ordered The Muppets Go to Manhattan. That was like a mega sale.
Yeah, and there's like a whole. I mean, I don't, dude, this movie's horrible. This movie, and I've talked about the first one. That I mean, the transfer's really good on the first one. The transfer's good on this one too. But I mean, and the first one's a bad movie, but it's just kind of one of those guilty pleasures for me. But this one is just like so freaking bad. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
it takes place in the what was it, the Bahamas or something like that. They go on vacation in the Bahamas, and the killers. It's just so stupid, man. Such a bad movie. But I don't know why I bought it.
You got us to buy that. I don't know if you remember that, but you were the one that posted the link in the chat.
Well,
I was like,
I
guys,
think Chase did. He's the one who said it's on
I
sale.
thought that you had posted.
Oh
'cause
yeah,
I
no,
thought
I
that's
was
what made me
blowing you
laugh.
guys up.
Yeah,
'cause I
he
thought it
was
a
blowing
price
us
error.
up.
Oh man,
And
I was
yeah,
gonna
because
say,
this
Gabe,
is
that's like
pretty.
not like you.
I think this movie, like I for some reason it doesn't go under 20. I could be wrong. Like usually it's like $25 for some reason. Like it just doesn't go down that often.
Yeah.
And the fact that we got it, at least mine came with a slip. I was like shocked. But this is an example of like I don't know. I do this too, man. I'll have like maybe it's like a trilogy and there's 2 good movies in the trilogy, but then I'll buy the third one just because it's like I want the entire trilogy, even if the third one sucks. And I do that too. And here it is with this movie. It's like I actually enjoyed the first one, but the second one's hot garbage, and I still bought it. But that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Did you watch it?
Yeah,
The
the
4K
transfer's good. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, the first, like I think it's. I don't know if it's on par with the first one. I mean, I think it was. It's a solid transfer. It's just a really bad movie. It's hard to watch, dude. Chase, you're finishing it out, man. What's the number one?
Yeah, I think this one isn't like actually like the worst movie or like even the best movie on the list. It's probably just the one with the most how do you say it? With the most special story. I don't remember what this movie was rated, but I want to say it was PG-13. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, it was right in front of me. So, anyways, that's gonna be Ouija,
Oh,
the 4K from Scream Factory. It went down to like
Yeah.
$16, I believe, and I bought it for a reason. So basically, many moons ago, there was an individual that I was in the dating process with, and this movie came out. And so they wanted to go see it. They were super excited. So we went to like opening night, but it was a PG-13 movie in a small town in Texas at this time. And a lot of kids have nothing else to do other than go to the movies or just drive around. So I remember, I think I lasted about 10 minutes before I walked out just because people were being so loud. Like there was genuinely like 12, 13-year-olds. And that's fine. I'm happy everybody's experiencing it, but it was just a very displeasurable crowd. Like everything, it was so noisy. There was no consideration. So I walked out. So I bought it. And I was like, maybe I just with age and this and that, maybe I won't be so grumpy and I'll like this. And, I like to buy some Scream Factory movies every now and then. And no, it was terrible. I think I gave it 1 star.
damn,
Movie
man.
sucks.
Yeah, it's a
Movie
bad
sucks.
movie.
Yeah.
What's the one that what's his face made? Is it the
Mike
beginning?
Flanagan?
Yeah, was it
Origin of Evil?
Ouija? I forget what it's called. That one was actually pretty solid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that one's called Ouija Origin of Evil. That's the one that came out like 3 years after this one, I believe. But yeah, I haven't seen that one actually.
Oh, really? It's not that bad.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. But the
Yeah,
first
I've
one was
heard that.
just garbage. The only reason I saw the other one was because Flanagan made it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
But yeah, good pick, man.
It's a good list, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure we could do this again. I mean, there's so much freaking hot garbage on my shelf, dude, that I should probably put in boxes in the garage and just leave it there. But yeah, at least Best Buy's not around anymore to do those $9.99 sales.
Yeah.
So
We have
All
more
right.
videos otherwise.
yeah. All right, guys, let us know what you think about the list. Also, let us know what crap you guys have on your shelf, because I know everyone has dirty little secrets of crap that they bought that they regret. So share those down in the comments below. Let us know. And as always, like, subscribe, and we appreciate you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Appreciate you, everybody.
Garbage. It's fucking garbage
day.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yeah, that'll
That's
be
a
on the
bad
next one.
movie. Yeah.
That
Yeah,
is,
that'll be
yeah.
on the
Movie
next
sucks.
episode for
Oh
sure.
yeah. See you guys.